The holidays are upon us, so I wanted to share a fun little collage card featuring some stickers, buttons, and ink. And this is a really fun one because you can make these fairly easily. You can see here I have a 4¼ by 5½ card, and I'm just going to rub a little bit of brown ink around the edges just to add a little distressed look. Now you can do this on flat paper and then add it to a card base, or like I am doing here, you can work directly on a card base. Which way works for you? Me, I go back and forth. Sometimes I do the card front only, sometimes I do on the finished card. It just depends on my mood, my timeline, and the techniques that I'm using, and if I'm going to be stitching through or anything. So once you have everything the way that you like it, your next step is going to be to pick your biggest piece, your focal point. Now, if you wanted some, I don't know, tags, doilies, other collage elements underneath this main focal point, you'd put those down first. But for this, I'm sticking with a sticker and then some littler stickers. So I'm just kind of looking at here how I like it, how I want it, and maybe add a little bit of holly sticker too. The thing I like about using up stickers is they're quick, they're easy, they're flat. So if you could just do this and mail it off. I'm working on cards that are actually going to be hand delivered. So I'm not afraid of embellishments. I'm not concerned about bulk. And I'm going to dig into, these are some Tim Holtz metal embellishments. Now, the pine cones, they're really round, meaning, they're very, very bulky and a little heavier than I want. So instead of that, I'm going to go with the much flatter and just more card-friendly holly leaf. And I'm also digging into my 28 Lilac Lane embellishment box and pulling out some little pearls and buttons and things, some sequins, just see what kind of fits and what kind of works for me and for this card, what I think will be, what do I like, what do I think will be a good match, how do I feel about this? So once I've got things, I'm just going to kind of play with them and arrange them before I pull out the glue. And before I pull out the glue, why? Because that way I can get a feel for if the collage of little elements really works for me or not. Sometimes it's just not working, and it's so much easier to just put things away and try something else than it is to try and unglue and unstick things from a card. A lot of times that ends up with waste, which while I don't fear it, I do try to avoid it. So if I can build my look and say, okay, yes, I like this or I don't like that, and then glue, that's just a much easier way for me to go about things. So once everything is all set, we're just going to go ahead and glue everything down. And once you've glued everything down, guess what? We are ready to gift this card. I hope you have enjoyed this fun little tutorial, and I hope I've inspired you to maybe get a little bit of last-minute holiday crafting going on. I am always welcoming your comments or emails if you have any questions or requests for future videos. I'll see you next time. I know next month I'm going to need another thank you card for the lovely holiday gifts that I've received.